This video is going to be a little different than the others, only because I think it is a great introduction video to anyone that plays any kind of competition, because I've gotten a couple of requests to do videos for starters, and I think there's a lot to go over in this one that I think is great for anyone that is picking up Halo for the first time. And it's all going to come down to a single principle that I'm really going to try and explain, which is mindset. You know, it may seem silly, but I really do think that the people who think they are going to win at the start of a game tend to win the games. You know, the person with the stronger mind, the bigger confidence, and the real powerful belief that they're going to win the game typically wins at this stage right here before you even load in. And I want to show you how I think I exploited this principle in order to win this game. So this is at the start of the PC release. I think it was my first one playing on the PC, and I'm playing with somebody I haven't played with in a while. He's picked up the game again to test out the PC, and then I'm also playing with Cold Snap and Kelly Owens. So typically at this point in the game, I think I'm going to win. I've played these guys a lot, and I win just about every time. As a matter of fact, I can't even actually think of a time I've lost. So going into this game, and really this isn't trying to brag. What this is really trying to do is to paint a picture that I don't think I'm going to lose this game. And I want that to be the message that I send. How powerful just believing I'm not going to lose helps me actually win this game. So let's begin. It starts off normal. I'm going to get Ovi, and I want to ensure that they don't get camo rockets. You know, bad play right there. I really am loose on this one. You know, it took me 8 seconds to get Ovi, you know, and it was right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make sure that they don't get both. This guy, he's a real threat now. He's got camo and rockets. Even though I've got Ovi, it doesn't mean much. All right, there goes my teammate. They're up. It's a good thing I killed that guy. But this camo rocket guy, he's still out and about. My teammate spawned low, so we're not in a great position. This guy just spawned, shit spawn. So he's probably coming up. I need to ignore this guy and start nading top open. Okay, so he is low, actually. Killed one. My teammate just tells me he's red one. I need to be watching this back whack. Alright, so he is just taking out my teammate. That's not great. Alright, so he just killed us 4 times in a row. And I think he's got another rocket. That is how powerful Camo Rockets is on this map. It runs train. We had top mid. They had bottom mid. Camo Rockets just owns the day. So he just wasted the last rocket on him, at least. Yeah, alright, so I want to take note of something. And this ties to the mindset of the games you're playing in. Notice he got a little upset. You know, it's understandable, especially in this game. I'm definitely going to get upset later in this game. But how that negativity can really eat away at your mindset. And how this almost cost us the game. Just this constant negativity that he and I are passing back. But we'll get more in depth to it here in a little bit. But that is what I want this video to be about. Get them both. I'm getting Ovi. So you're about to watch me die. That is all on me. There is no reason for me to ignore what is happening on the map just to tunnel vision this Ovi. Granted, I had both dead, and I had the advantage getting that Ovi, but I still need to be watching what I need to be watching as I'm getting Ovi. And those things that I need to be watching, since everybody was dead with me, is back wall. Excuse me, I need to be watching my Ovi. But, you know, it sucks that he did spawn there. I'm kind of blocking Ovi, so it wouldn't have hurt to be watching back wall. But I was watching anything. And, you know, that death is on me. Granted, you're hearing my attitude start to deteriorate here. And it's probably getting in Kaido's head as Kaido was getting in kind of my head. You know, things are just starting not to matter. You know, fuck it all attitude doesn't help. I don't really agree with that play right there. Dropping when you have Ovi to get camo. Just because you're giving up so much, you know. I need to stay alive, but here's the thing. My teammate's going to spawn right below me, and that's not great. Oh, he got a random. That's fortunate. So we got him kind of where we want them. You know, this is where we want to be. But then again, you got to think that he and I are in just such a bad mood playing this game already. So these two guys, I know they want to win, but we're just kind of, hating that we have to play them. And we got them where we want them, and something tells me that it's not going to go our way. So I need to spawn him up again. I don't know if I did. But this guy with camo, he's a real threat, and, it's clearly getting in our heads. They are more than double our score. I'm playing impatiently. I know I want to get camo rockets. It looks like he already got it. Yoinked it from under me.
My God, dude.
So now he has camo rockets again. Not great. But then again, I did take away the camo, so I needed to work with that. And I'm not, even though we're down 8, I'm acting like the world is about to end. And I gotta work with the victories that I got, and I took away camo from them. Yeah. Good on him to be on top of the rockets, which is exactly what he needed to do. We just killed both. What do we need to do? I need to be watching back wall. I like the red 2 strategy, get back wall, and watch back wall while Kaido kind of watches 0-3 red 3 and blocks those spawns the best he can, so we can ensure that they spawn back here. Doesn't happen, which is unfortunate. You heard me say I have no information. So they spawned, and we're just not communicating with one another. I'm not certain if Kaido knew where they were, but he and we weren't really talking about it. So now we're both dead. Again, you're hearing like the negative mindset, and it's hard to be positive, especially when you're getting beat. But as you'll see later, it really can change the game. So I'm not in a great position. We need to get him off top. And, my mind is kind of leading me to be antsy. I'm telling myself I shouldn't be losing to these guys. And it's making me do stupid things like run out bottom mid, and there's nothing down there. Bottom is the most horrible place to be.
Got a bad spawn.
And then I just drop right there. I don't know if that was an accident or not, but, I'm going from I'm going to beat these guys to still thinking that I'm going to beat them, or that I shouldn't be losing to them. But I'm exemplifying that by making very, very rash decisions. I'm
pushing top.
Like I'm not helping my teammate right here.
Got one. I don't have the information, man.
You can hear me starting to blame my teammate.
Spawn safe. He's pretty much got Ovi now. Motherfucker.
Yeah, not great. Killed one, really need to work with that. At this point, since I killed one, I need to be getting up, and I'm kind of just hoping something happens down here. And that's just because I'm getting in my own head. So I like this. Kaido and I are kind of getting up together. I'm making the right choice. I need to be patient. He needs to be patient as I get up. This is bad because I don't have any nades. But we were able to kill him. I like that play. Big question right now. He's kind of got his back turned to everything. I've kind of got my back turned to everything. And we don't know where player 4 is. I could get back whacked.
One shot there.
That is nuts.
Okay, even if that was nuts, and even if that is true, it's not helpful. And all it does is bring down yourself and your teammate. And this is not helping. I keep bringing back to this point. Our mindset is deteriorating more and more as we get angrier and angrier, because he and I both don't think this should be happening. If the same thing was happening and we're playing who we perceive to be the best people in the game, I doubt we'd be getting as angry. It's such a weird thing how
God split.
Your attitude and your just general belief of how the game is going to play out actually happens when you play.
I need to fire, just nade.
See, I'm coaching out my teammate, and that's not helpful. So shame on me for doing that. He's got cam rocks, good information to give. We splash him. It'd be huge if we could kill him, which we do. That's wonderful. I'm nading up here to try and, because I knew that push was coming. Look at the score, 29-16. And I'm playing people that, the part of the reason I'm getting so angry is because I don't think I should be losing to these people. It's kind of like hurting my pride a lot that we're losing by almost double on a map that I should be destroying on. And it's you hear the subtle things of me just yelling, complaining to my teammate, coaching him. You know, these are all signs that are not helpful. And he's kind of doing it too, and it could be because of me. You know, it's a very contagious thing, this mindset, this attitude, and this belief. It can all go the other way. But the good news is it can all go the positive way too, if you let it. And that's why I think this is such a great introductory video for anyone that wants to compete in this game, because as you will see later in this game, we really turn it around. You know, again, I'm exhausted. You know, the game's over. Everything's awful. You know, just kill me. I'm sure anyone that's watching just kind of wants to die too. Every single battle is a 1v1. So that is me projecting onto my teammate. You know, I'm complaining to him, you know, why aren't you helping me? And I didn't give him anything. So, you know, just such a toxic attitude. And how these things can really just destroy your chances of winning.
I'm just standing on himself, dude. I don't know.
He's on health pack. I'm getting teamed.
So I'm not really going over the gameplay as much as I want to. I know he's back wall. Again, I'm coaching Kaido, and I don't need to be. He's smart enough to know what he needs to be doing. I need to be reinforcing any kind of positive attitude I can. All right, so we got this guy where we want him. I need to leave him and let him spawn here. Let's see if that's what actually happens. So he's challenging me, but this guy should be toast. And he is.
It's going to be O2 in like
I don't disagree with that. I know Camo was there. It's bait.
He just gets that spawn, man.
Great spawn on them. We get him. That's huge. But this guy should be O2, and I need to be watching my back.
He's going to have camo now. It's a late one. At 3.
So he kind of gave away his position.
Under you.
I don't disagree with this play. You know, we're going to have him on spawn. So you can kind of see us coming back a little bit. And this is kind of where the belief that we were always going to win in the first place starts to come into play. We can start, you know, I got a killing spree. Things are starting to go the way I initially thought. Everything can be a fluke if I want it to be at this point.
Office, man. He's getting the spawns he needs.
So, again, the toxicity, it's so detrimental because I'm going to guess, because of, you know, what I just projected on the Kaido, he's not going to win his battle in office. These things, you know, he traded and now one of them's in office.
I don't know. Camo, but I killed
I need to just get the OV.
Then they did nothing to him.
Again, I agree with myself right there that nade should have hurt him, but it's not helpful to complain about it. It's not. All it does is bring down your teammate. It's a double negative at that point. The best thing to do is just say thank you. Thank you, MCC, for cheating me and making me a better person, you know? I don't know why Kaido got that random. At this point, I'm not even really worried about my decision. I'm not even talking about my decisions because there's nothing to talk about. My decisions are so just sporadic. You know, I'm just running out and I'm playing like a Colombian. You know, running out and just hoping to get kills. But one thing I want to tie this all back to is that the attitude that I'm projecting is displaying one positive attribute. Despite all his toxicity, despite everything that is negative about what you're seeing, there is one overwhelming positive attitude, is that I don't think I'm going to lose. I don't think I'm going to lose. As baffled as I am, that is the most powerful thing when you enter into this game. If you don't think you're going to lose, there's a very little chance that you will lose. And this disbelief that I'm having is positive. I'm not projecting it positively, but it is a very positive attitude to be having. This disbelief that I'm losing. I shouldn't be losing. And I can't stress it enough how often I win or lose games because I think I'm going to win or lose. And you're starting to see this now. We got 33 kills. We're on a run again. But he and I really aren't coordinating that well. You know, he's kind of doing his thing. I'm kind of doing my thing. We're not calling out. And, you know, it's just sloppy play. But the only thing we really have going for us is that we both don't think we're going to lose.
He's going to spawn him office and he's going to push.
Again, you know, my decisions are nothing to talk about. He rips his head off. You know, again, it's not okay to project that. You know, it only brings me down. You know, but again, I go back to the main point. You know, there is some underlying positivity in all this that we don't think we're going to lose. So at this point, I'm not even talking about my decisions. I know I keep bringing that up. I need to spawn him red 3 or safe. Red 3 and he'll be able to tackle this guy, but if I spawn him safe, the guy that's red 3 is going to spawn him red 3, so I would like the red 3 spawn. I should have been watching safe there. I'm surprised. I was kind of like looking up at him. I got camo. I need to be looking for the spawner, and it looks like the spawner just got a random. So I need to be trying to find the spawner, and he's back wall. So Kaido kills the guy at snipe, that's great. But now they got control again because I wasn't looking for the spawner. Rockets are up. All right, so what I'm doing right here is I'm spawning my teammate in the office. So this is where things, I really start focusing in. It's a make or break point. So I need to be making the decisions that are going to help me win, not making the decisions that are, making me feel good. And holding off on those rockets was the right choice. I needed to spawn my teammate in the office. Now I can go for these rockets. But I'm kind of just running out there. I don't agree with that decision. I'm not really looking around. I'm playing so pouty. And I didn't spawn my teammate right there either. Alright, so that's just, more toxicity and projected in, disbelief. Granted, I agree with myself that should have killed him. But, the reaction to it isn't helpful. And it's all negative and it doesn't help. So look at the score. It is 37-46. These guys got it. I'm sure in their mind, and we'll get to this later, what they're thinking, because it has a huge impact too. But I'm sure in their mind, they're about to win this. They're probably excited they're about to beat me. I'm very upset that they're about to beat me. And this is going to have a huge factor in the game. They're ready for the... All right, so they only need 2 left. It is 48-37. And by all accounts, this game is over. So 2 things are going to happen. One, which is more important, he and I are still in disbelief that we're losing. We have to, it is critical that we make the decisions that we need to make in order not to be flashy, but to get the kills and win the game. These guys are running a race, and in my opinion, they're kind of stopping short of the finish line. They think they got it, they're kind of coasting, and we take advantage of that. It's not great that our attitudes aren't great through this either, but we ended up being able to come back. So I want to point this out. These positions that they're in, they're not bad positions, but at the same time, they're playing passively. They aren't playing like, hey, let's finish this up real quick and kill them. They're playing, okay, let's not screw this up. And those are 2 very separate mindsets that I think cost them the game here. Is that, just looking at this guy, he's kind of crouching, but he's kind of also playing defensively. He's kind of, I'm just going to let you lose the game, or, I'm going to hope that you help me win, kind of thing. And at this point, I'm giving it my all. I'm going all out, and I'm going to make sure the other team loses. But you can hear me. I'm still being toxic with my teammate. And Cold Snap right here. Not a great choice. He runs out to try and kill me. I kind of go in and hide. He spawns his teammate in front of me, and then he drops. How do I try and describe this? He's scared of losing now. He's having the same fear that I was having 30 kills ago. And it kind of destroys their mode show. Able to spawn kill him again. I know exactly where he is because he spawned him here. He's got to be hiding right here, spawning his teammate up. And they're starting to play scared. I got Kaido going up to kill him. Thank God he wins that battle, but I need to make sure that Kaido stays alive. Kaido needs to run away. Since he spawned, I saw the shots coming in there. There's reasonable expectation that he's going to spawn right here in front of me. Easy to kill him. Now I'm betting they're getting really scared. He wants to jump out and kill me. Finish this. Now he jumps bottom middle. It's just, you can see the cascade of how their decisions are just eating them. They want it to be over. They want that victory, but they aren't willing to sprint. They weren't willing to sprint through the finish line. And we're really punishing them for it.
No more fucking shit.
And again, my toxicity is not helping. I'm thinking that maybe I just lost it right there. But Kaido's able to keep it together. And, his attitude was calm right here, which is good. Again, I come back to, we never thought we were going to lose this game. And I don't think they were ever thinking they were going to win. And because of that mindset at the beginning of the game, all these bad things are starting to play out that I think are a result of the attitudes that we both had going into the game.
Top Obi.
And I think that even they are in disbelief. See, right there, he had me. And then he makes this rash decision to just jump out and try and finish me. And it was so hasty. It was so hasty that you can just tell what they're thinking by the decisions they made. They just let it be over, and it can't be over. You gotta discipline yourself to just do the right things. And see, I wish I could replay that real quickly without going too far back. Listen to what I say.
Bottom safe. If you can get that Obi, it might be good.
If you can get that over, we might be good. That is me seeing the finish line. And I know this may sound silly, but I truly believe that the people who believe they're going to win. So let's continue. I get rockets. I get camo. He's got Ovi. We need 2 kills. We can see the finish line now. I can't believe that I didn't check back whack. You know, it's actually kind of astonishing that I didn't get whacked right there. Get him on spawn.
You got him.
Please help me. Thank you.
Let's go, dude.
Let's go. So, I again, this may be silly to a lot of people that, you know, I was playing so toxic and I was playing like such a poor teammate, making poor decisions, but I really think this gameplay, this game in particular, exemplifies the most foundational thing that it is required to win, which is your attitude and mindset when you go in. And I just think it was so displayed, because even though I was displaying like a poor attitude, I never thought I was going to lose. And I'm guessing the inverse was kind of happening on their end. They probably were having a positive attitude. Hey, we're beating Private 99. Hey, we're beating Kaido. You know, we've made it. And I'm thinking that, you know, they were about to cross the finish line, and then they were kind of, you know, remembered from 10 minutes ago that they were never really supposed to win this game, or at least they thought they were never supposed to win this game. And so even though they were about to win, they kind of wanted to cautiously win. And he and I took advantage of that. You know, I may not be explaining this as good as I could be, but I cannot stress enough that the winners of this game, the people who are the best, never think they're going to lose. They go into games before they are even played knowing they're going to win. And that's what I really tried to show here, whether I did it or not. So thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I hope maybe you could have learned something. You know, I'm hoping that maybe it inspires you to play, or at least, you know, play less toxic. I know you know, watching these things hurt for me. You know, I hate watching myself being so angry. And so it helps me learn a lot. But, you know, I really hope this stressed the point that, you know, the people who think they're going to win tend to win. And another thing about that, before I finish, the other team has this power too. And before I get any remarks that are along the lines of, you know, well, I believe that I was going to win, but I lost. The other team also has, you know, the power of, you know, to believe they're going to win. And it's a muscle. It's a muscle that is earned. And, you know, the people that win a lot of games, they strengthen that muscle that tells them, I'm going to win this game. And the people who lose a lot tend to strengthen that muscle. They tend to tell themselves that, you know, I'm not going to beat these people. And so if you were on that losing end, you know, you've got, you know, a pair of people that you tend to not beat, just tell them that it's an opportunity for learning. You know, at some point I will beat these people, and at some point I will be the victor, and I will be the constant victor, and then they will quit. So it's always something to look forward to. Yeah, thanks for watching.